Hello everyone.
Hello again.
Hello. So today we're going to have a chat about practice areas.
Yes.
We see time and time again people maybe choosing maybe not quite the right practice area for their lessons for various reasons, and sometimes maybe not utilising the practice area to its full potential. So although I don't know, it seems like quite a small part and it seems maybe quite obvious to some people, but I think there's a lot of things that people miss when it comes to choosing the right practice area. So what sort of things?
So you want to make sure it's versatile. So you need to be able to scale or change the level of instruction according to how the lesson's going. So you'll start with a practice area that you think is meets their current needs, and that's great, because if it does meet their needs and they manage that very soon, then you're going to have to think about making it more difficult. If they don't, and we've talked about this before, if they don't meet that requirement, we move the goalposts, and we move the goalposts nearer, so we have to make it easier. So that has to be versatile.
Absolutely, yes, because we want your pupil to be showing progress.
Yeah.
You start them somewhere to, like Jane said, match their ability, and then as they improve, you don't want them to stay doing the same sort of things. You want them to progress, so increase the challenge, increase potentially the difficulty of the practice area, so you're now going up a level with their ability. What I see sometimes is missed opportunities on practice areas.
Yeah, no, we see that quite often. So give us an example then.
Okay, so an example was, let's say you've got a pupil who is struggling to change down to second gear on the approach to turning left. Maybe they're not slowing down and getting it into gear in time. Let's say on this practice area you've got some junctions, you've also got a couple of small quiet roundabouts. Now, why not utilise all the junctions and the roundabouts and the turns to practice that skill, rather than just saying, oh, we'll just go practice it on that one junction where you made the mistake. Just take every opportunity that you come across, even if it's coming up behind some parked cars or something.
I was going to say about parked cars. Anything doesn't have to be a junction at all. It can be the parked cars too.
Even a straight stretch of road, you can say, oh look, there's nothing behind us at the moment. Let's just practice dropping that speed down and taking it down to second gear and keep moving.
Yes. So squeeze every little bit out of that practice area that you can. Really make it work for you. And then also repeatable. So you want to make sure that if they get something wrong, there's a particularly tight left turn. So then they can have another go at that same turn. Because they might be fine on the wider turns, but the really tight one, they may not have gone down or maybe controlled the car or steered enough. So you want to give them the chance to do that again and again.
Yeah, and that just consolidates that learning, doesn't it? It also helps them really feel a lot better about that, because they've given the opportunity to succeed at it and put right what they did wrong before, which is really important.
And I think also it's important to have somewhere to stop, because if you can't, you should be doing like a circuit and then stopping and then having a conversation about that circuit and then working out how you're going to do the next circuit and what you're going to adapt and what you're going to change. Not adapt, but you're going to change on that circuit to make it better, to get the most out of it. So it has to be, you have to have some good places to stop.
Regular stops. So every 10 minutes really you want to be stopping to just reflect on those last 10 minutes of driving, and then have the opportunity to perhaps go back round and put right what they might have gotten wrong. I mean, something else that I was thinking about is on the practice area, you may be faced with challenges that you weren't expecting, like roadworks or something.
Yes.
So in those situations, you got to think, well, actually, let's not go around there. I need to think about where else we can go. So being familiar with your teaching area is so important. I cannot emphasize that enough.
Really important. Not having anything unexpected, not having unexpected, not just roadworks, but traffic conditions. So school, you have a nice quiet area and suddenly it's like 3:30 in the afternoon and everything pours in. So you want to make sure you know your times, your area, and what's going to work for the people.
Yeah.
You know?
And just knowing those little shortcuts where you can think, oh, we don't want to go down that road because there's a dustbin lorry down there at the moment, but I know a shortcut to get us back on track. It's just really crucial. You don't want to be sat wasting important, valuable practice time for stuck at some traffic lights, queuing in traffic.
So I think that wraps it up, really.
Yeah. I hope that helps everyone.
Good. Okay, take care. See you next time.
Take care. Bye.